There's a period of time where I thought I was being dramatic about my worries with AI. Forgive me, I washed my hands, so my hands are dummy ashy right now. But uh, I think that I actually was not worried enough, and I was not actually worried enough in myself as well. Hebrews says that the Word of God is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword. It cuts between divisions, joints and marrow, soul and spirit, and the like. That means that I'm using that in this context to say that we should let things cut us before it cuts out from us. And I feel very cut because I have had conversations and interactions with a variety of people over the last couple of weeks surrounding the question of AI, and have really had to question the ways in which I have been tempted to use it, I have used it, or feel pressure to use it in work so as to not be left behind. But something very interesting is happening. I'll say interesting. And it's that we are forgetting what a person is. And I think about a conversation I had with some family members where we had to say, like, hey, AI is not thinking. It is actually algorithms, more complex than we necessarily even understand, but it is just predicting what is the next thing that happens in a sequence. That is how it makes a sentence. It's not ingesting information, synthesizing it, thinking through it, parsing it, and then giving you something back. That's what a human being does. That's not what AI is doing. It's doing advanced calculations of a sort. And this is important because to do this, it is trained on vast amounts of data. I'm going somewhere here, I promise. And the data that it is being trained on, by and large, is just the internet. And recently, the internet has become inundated with AI generated information, be it images or writing. And that information is not very good, but the human information it has been um, trained on is literally just like anybody's information in anybody's face. So that's why you can make a Sora video of like any celebrity that you think of, because it scrapes the internet. It knows what this person looks like, so it can recreate them, and it can recreate a person that doesn't really exist, and it's using an amalgamation of people and averages and all these kind of things. And this is important because last week, I believe at this point, Sam Altman and people of OpenAI announced that you would be able to use their system, ChatGPT, to create erotica. And that is actually a huge issue because remember, this thing is just scraping the internet. When two people, human beings, make pornography together, there is a sexual ethic, I believe, and as a Christian, that would say that they are, even though willingly and consensually, they are, in fact, disgracing the image of God that they are. But the reality is, those two people made that decision. When inevitably a young man or young woman goes on to create erotic content on this platform, the thing that is going to be created is like a homunculus. It's not actually going to be a person. If it is a person that they're thinking of that they create on using Sora, using whatever, that's an issue in and of itself. We have issues with deepfake pornography, but um, it's going to create like a facsimile of a person, a homunculus. It's not really a person, and it's going to get the information to make this general person using your face. It may not look like you, but it just scrapes the internet. It's using your face. It's using conversations that you or myself or whoever have had with AI in some way, shape, or form. And that's an issue because this is now a like micro defilement of every image of God at the same time, which is maybe sounds dramatic to say, but genuinely, this is what is going on. It's using your information, our information, in order to make all of this stuff happen. And not only is it doing that, it is now making an endless supply of information to satisfy our lusts. That's just what it is. They say that they're going to age gate this access, but How well will that really work? How will they even do that? Will it require you to give your driver's license? Like, I don't know. It's easy to bypass these things, but even if you can't bypass it, human adults are also given to their vices. And vices, the thing about them is that they are insatiable. The difference between hunger and gluttony is that you can satisfy your hunger. Gluttony is never satisfied. The difference between sexual desire and lust is that lust is never satisfied. It uses to fulfill its own bottomless pit. And when we make something, when we unleash this into the world, which is already in the world, there are already people using AI image generation to create like child porn, though that doesn't get talked about very much. When this is unleashed into the world, the issues that we have already of respecting each other as image bearers, especially young men toward young women, the effects of pornography on the brain of young people is disastrous. This is studied. We know this. When this is unleashed into the world, it will be a problem. And my plea is, I guess, is for everyone to think about the way that they interact with AI. Because it's not just in the field of erotica. In every facet of life, this is, don't come after me, I'm going to use a Marxist term here. This is alienating us from our own humanity and alienating us from each other and alienating us from our own work. Work that is good, not just going to work and doing your job, but I mean work as in creating value as God intended. It is alienating us from the human experience for something that is presenting itself to be humanity, but is really advanced algorithms guided and directed by people whose intention is to get you hooked on this in your day-to-day life and to make money on it. So think about that.